Hey, what's happening, everybody? Power Surf Jude here. I hope all my dudes are having a good night. All right, check it out. I'm going to do a quick little review. It's an easy review because it's not something you have to use a whole lot to get the gist of it. But it's these EZRed collapsible trays. This thing is brand new, guys. I've only had it for a week or so, but I took it with me on a job I had to do. Um, I thought it was going to work out really well for me. You know, the way it's got the four compartments next to each other. You can store hardware as you're taking stuff apart. It wasn't actually horrible the way it stored stuff, because the way I have it here, you can see that it's not bad. It's storing stuff okay. Now I have this stuff underneath it to give you it's like my makeshift engine bay, because I know maybe it's meant to be on a flat surface, but I didn't have it on a flat surface. I kind of had it on top of an engine bay. I was working on a 7.3 diesel, so I did not have a perfectly flat surface. And this, fortunately, only one time did things go flying out, and it didn't fall over or anything like that. But I don't know if it takes a little bit of breaking in for the collapsibleness, if that's a word, part of this to uh, stop being so touchy or sensitive. But there were a few times where I was working, and and I put something on there and I nicked this, and this thing would bounce right there. That was nothing. That didn't do anything. But you see how that bounces around? I mean, it doesn't take much. And they're not real super tight in there. The magnets are not that strong. I wouldn't hold this upside down. I'll show you what happens when I hold it upside down right now. I'm pretty sure stuff's going to fall out of it. But there was one time, fortunately, I found every single one of them. It was like 3 or 4 pieces flew out, but this thing collapsed. And just like that went up right now, I had a bunch of nut, it was bolts actually, and a couple nuts that flew out in the engine bay. Now, I didn't have the valve cover up. Nothing went in the valve cover, but I did have to search. And anyone who's worked on a 7.3 engine knows that there's not a whole lot of spaces, that can get out. You can get something out easily. I mean, it's a fight sometimes, even with the magnet. So I may give this a chance, because it seems to be a little bit, well, I don't know, a little bit stronger now, but maybe not. I don't know. So I wasn't a big fan of it. Um, we'll see. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to try it again. Maybe if I have it on a flat surface or on a table, and it's not on the truck, that would be a lot easier. But I wouldn't make this my main magnet tray that I use on a truck, I don't think. Um, you guys, why don't you tell me the successes you have had with it? I know I talked to Theo from Country Mile Garage, and he told me that he loves his. I don't know if he has the 4x4. I know he has individuals, but he says he loves them. He absolutely loves them. He has no issues with them whatsoever. But like I said, I wasn't too satisfied with the way they worked out for me. And I'm just warning you guys, in case someone buys them, I mean, shoot, it would suck to have one jump out and see how that popped out. I mean, it would suck to have stuff go flying all over your engine bay if you have this on top of an engine bay. Ask me how I know. But I recovered. It wasn't that big of a deal. I did make the best of it. But anyways, other than that, I mean, I thought the concept is cool. This is the first collapsible tray I've owned. I don't even own the individuals. I don't have the Craftsman ones, the Mako ones, the EZRed ones. None of. I've always intended on getting some, but this is the first one I purchased. Um, Initial review, I did not like it. Doing this right now, this video, it doesn't seem to be as bad as it was when I first used it. So also, if you guys have used these, tell me in the comments if you had the same experience that I had. That when it was brand new, it was more sensitive and it would pop up and send stuff flying out. Or do I just not know how to use a stupid collapsible magnet tray? That's 100% possible. I might be foolish, but let me show you guys what I meant too about. I don't think it's the strongest magnets. None of this in here is anything that I'm worried about. See, it feels good like this. It feels pretty tight, but on the table. But look what happens when I hold it upside down. And look at all of that All of it's magnetic. And that's all that stayed in there. So unless you're on a flat surface where you know you're not going to be dumping it, you got to be careful with this thing. Anyways, I'm not going to make this a super long video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. And until next time, keep on keeping on. Power Stroke Jude, out.